Welcome to the week 2 talk show, trade idea show, waiver wire show, you name it, and the Monday night pregame show for week 1. This is a week 2 and week 1 little show here. Hit me with your questions. Let's talk about what you can do to prepare for week 2, what trades you can make, what lineup dilemmas you may have on your plate. And if you got any Monday night questions or you just want to talk about the Monday night game, we can do that too. But what a crazy week 1. What a lot of knee-jerk reactions every single year. Week 1 happens and everybody and their mother goes on these rampages. You're wrong about this guy. This guy's insane. This guy's a bust. What do I do? Do I trade away Joe Blow? Do I trade away Eckler? Like Noah's saying right now, Eckler's a bum. He had 19 carries, but he's a bum. He didn't have any targets. Now, that could be a problem, but I believe it will get worked out. Eckler, after week 1, is a good buy low. Don't listen to what Noah's saying right now. Tom Brady, Evans, Godwin, assuming he's healthy, we'll check on him. Mike Thomas, he's high ankle sprain, but a good buy low candidate. There are so many good buy low candidates coming out of week 1. Every year, that's the case. Every year you can go buy a plethora of guys on the cheap. They're worth the gamble. They've got the upside. You're buying at a protected value. Forget about it. Don't even worry about it. What's going on, Little? Winning all your leagues right now, Little. It's because you are the man. And you're also watching the show, baby. I have Jonathan Taylor, James Robinson, and Cam Akers. Should I trade one and pick up Pollard? Zeke is my main guy. You need Pollard. You need to get Pollard. I sell. You don't sell Taylor. Taylor's value is only going to climb, and you're not going to get what he could climb to. So hold. Akers. I don't think you can sell Akers either, because his value should only increase, and you don't want to. Smitty's at Taco Bell. Look at that. I stopped at Taco Bell. I'm doing a little live stream for you. I told you to stop sleeping on Thielen. Noah, if there's one thing I was wrong about this week, and I'm not going to say I'm wrong about Evans or Eckler, or this is week 1. If I was to say, hey, I believe a guy's going to be way better than I thought, Thielen would be one of them, if not the guy. So, oopsie on me. I admit it. I take my laps. I'll take a lap tonight. Now, I don't know if it'll continue at that rate, Noah, but Thielen looks pretty good. I'm feeling Thielen. Oopsie on me. But there are a couple other guys I think maybe I'm more worried about than I thought I'd be, but I don't think Brady qualifies. I think Brady's a good buy low. There's some concern about how quickly everything's going to jive in that offense, but I think Brady. I mean, one thing about Evans people have to know is Evans had 2 big plays, pass interference calls, where he would have pulled in 40, 50-yard passes. So don't even think about it. Noah, you traded Thielen because of me. Well, you make your own decisions, Noah. And if I would have told you to trade Thielen, I would have told you to trade Thielen for someone big, a big-name player that would have made you just as happy, because you would have sold high. You would have sold high. Sell high on Thielen. He's top 12. Spending 30% of my fab money on Hines. I don't blame you. I ain't mad at you. Sand. Hines looks good. Rivers loves to check down. Rivers makes his running back, his PPR running back, very special. Hines looks good. Hines feels like a guy that may not last the whole year. Call me whatever. Augie, super chat. Jonathan Taylor, rest of season. Augie, thank you for the super chat. And I have to say, Matt going down, I hate when people go down to injury. I'm not, happy about anybody getting hurt. But I have to say, I think Jonathan Taylor is going to be set up nicely for first and second down work. They're going to, I believe, use Hines a lot. But that doesn't mean, I got the super chat. It doesn't mean that Hines won't get run in between the tackles, but I believe the injury to Mack will have this team that they have the right pieces. They just need to tweak some things. I think they're going to look for a way to utilize Hines because it was effective in the passing game, utilize Jonathan Taylor, who they feel is probably better between the tackles. They've got to think that when they're comparing him at Hines. And Rivers loves to throw to his running back, and they can literally do the Melvin Gordon and Eckler situation with Hines and Jonathan Taylor, and it's going to work out fine. I think they revamp how they use both running backs now that Mac's out. You might say, well, why would the value of Hines change when they had the other two running backs there? I think it just makes them think differently about how to use them both. Hines could be really, really good. Yes, JP, really, really good. I don't know about top 10, but I think he could be literally like a poor man's version of Alvin Kamara last year. Now, I don't know that he stays healthy all year, though, but we'll see. Definitely put all your money on him on Fab. I would. Smitty, thoughts on Dobbins after 2 touchdown performance? Yeah, I like him. Edmonds eating into Drake a little bit, not a ton. Don't worry about that. I think Edmonds is a great cuff. You've got to have him. If you own both, you're fine. I think Drake having really the big run that kind of clinched the game was big for him. That they leaned on him. They didn't give that to Edmonds. That would have been a little bit concerning. They gave the ball to Drake to get that first down to kind of clinch the game, and he delivered. And I think that Drake getting, 14 rushes was enough, against the 49ers. I think next week they feed Drake more. I don't think they're thinking we're going to give this a 50-50 look. It's Drake. Drake's the guy, but there's enough running to go around. Drake could line up all over the field. There's a good reason to get Edmonds involved to keep Drake healthy. I'm not worried about the workload. I'm not worried about Drake, and I'm not worried about Edmonds getting 5-6 rushes and 2, 3, 4 receptions. I'm okay with that. That keeps Drake healthy. It keeps Drake efficient. It keeps defenses worrying about all different things going on. Drake and Edmonds both being on the field makes defenses be like, we're not even concerned which back is on the field. They're not going to stack the box against these running backs with the offense that this Cardinal offense deploys on a weekly basis. Goodness gracious. I'm in Arizona and I'm excited because we have an offense a defense can't contain. Okay? Kyler Murray is phenomenal. DeAndre Hopkins is the best wide receiver in the NFL, talent-wise. And he's going to have a big year as a Cardinal. The Cardinals are going places. This division is tough. I'm sorry. I love all my 49er people, but and I would never say this to Dr. Raj on his show or rub it in his face or anything, but the Cardinals look good. Seattle, Arizona, this is going to be a tough division. And I don't know how the 49ers, honestly, I can't wait for the second go. Dr. Raj and I have to put something on it. I think we have to do some kind of bet. I'm excited too, Alex says. Yes on Diggs for Gordon. I'd rather have Melvin Gordon than Diggs. R.I.P. Michael Thomas. Noah, you always R.I.P. everybody. You do it way too soon. Like, if you R.I.P. somebody, I imagine them sitting right up in their coffin because they're not even close to gone. Like, you call it way too early, bro. Yes, sir, Smitty. We are, Sam Beach is in Arizona, too. Cardinals will win the West. Guys, help. Should I trade Diggs for Melvin Gordon? I take Gordon. I hate the Bengals O-line. What did I tell you about the Bengals, man? Everybody is so high on Burrow, and I like Burrow, guys. He's going to be a really good quarterback. I really like Burrow. But I'm really, 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 really concerned about the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Browns, the Jets, all of these teams with fantasy implications. All these teams with fantasy names that you're throwing out there on the field are going to get impacted by the inefficiencies of the offenses themselves. These players are going to struggle all year. Lev Bell's already hurt, but don't even count on him. Landry and Odell and Chubb and even Hunt. I'm not a biased man. I'm worried about all of those players. I guess I would say, so Bengals. I mean, I guess I would say mix it at the right price. I'd even buy, but you can't get rid of them high anymore. And there's a lot of risk for Mixon owners because you drafted them at like 14 overall or 12 overall against my advice, and now you have to ride the wave out, and that's it. It's your only option. You can't trade no one's going to give you what you paid for Mixon right now. The only thing you could do is try and get a Jonathan Taylor and something, which I would try and do. And that way you got a running back who I quietly like better than Mixon in some ways, even for redraft, and get another wide receiver upgrader piece, because you can definitely get more than Jonathan Taylor straight up for Mixon. But you got to start thinking about this ahead of time if you want to combat what could actually take down your team before it starts going downhill for you. Because once and if it goes downhill for the Bengals and everybody starts agreeing that that's what's happening and it's not a week one reaction, you're not going to be able to get rid of Mixon anywhere close to even Jonathan Taylor value. Now, I'm not saying go get rid of him for Jonathan Taylor. I'm saying get rid of him high, and if I'm wrong, it still works out for you. What I don't want you to do is go make some dumb trade where you're getting a third or fourth round type value equivalent player, and you come back to me and you say, Senor Smitty, I did what you said. I traded Mixon for Hines straight up. And you better be right, Smitty, or you're going to pay. You're going to pay, Smitty. I hear that all the time. I didn't say go trade him straight up for a smaller type player. Sell high. Get creative. Jonathan Taylor, and upgrade some bum wide receiver 3 that did well in week 1 for a DK Metcalf or Chark, who had a bad week. Get creative. Does the owner that owns Jonathan Taylor have Chark as well? If they're a show member, they probably do, because we paired those two up like candy. And Taylor and Chark would be a great get for Mixon. I'd do that all day. I trade David Johnson for a Taylor and a Chark. You got to sell high. You sell safely. You buy guys that Eckler would be a good trade for Mixon. Honestly, I'd probably do that because I feel like there's still value there. Don't discredit Eckler already. Is there risk? Yeah, there is some risk. I'm not a moron, but I think I take that risk in multiple leagues, not just one. Trade Mostert for DJ Moore? No. I liked Mostert before week 1 over DJ Moore. Why would I trade Mostert for DJ Moore after? Damn it! All the work we put in. All offseason long, Victor. All offseason long. And you do this on my live. Smitty, what tier players are you thinking are tradable for Mike Thomas? I don't think people are not going to buy Mike Thomas. People will buy Mike Thomas right now. I think high ankle sprain worries some people, but you could sell Mike Thomas. It depends on in the next couple of days or hours. What's up, LaBello? Damn it! I'm still mad about who was that? I forget who it was. See, you're already gone. I don't even know who it was anymore. You're in the clear. You're in the clear. You can make so many things come at me through IG, through YouTube, through whatever. Like, I forget them like that. I don't know who says anything anymore. I don't. No, Noah, he's not done. The only thing I remember is what Noah says, and I mark it down. I take receipts, Noah. But I already forgot who said the other thing. Was it Victor? Victor? What was the question? Thomas. Mike Thomas. I probably, he could be slow for a couple of weeks, Roger. But I'd probably trade for him. I'd probably trade, if I'm going to mix it. If I mix it, I'd do that. Even if they say Thomas is out next week I probably trade Mixon if I think Thomas will be back in 1 week. Stay on the news all day. But that's the kind of move I do to get out of Joe Mixon, man. That's the kind of, I trade, I sell high and I buy low all year long. And there are tons of players that I feel are good buy lows and sell highs right now. Right now. David Johnson. Don't sell him low. Don't sell him even medium. Don't sell him, semi high. You sell him high because you can. Because he's a running back, a high-end running back 2, potentially low-end running back 1 to a lot of people. Perception's reality, okay? Perception's reality. Just like you think I'm at some gourmet restaurant right now. I'm not. Look, I'm at Taco Bell. I'm at Taco Bell. Perception's reality. I could turn my camera and say, I'm at this nice restaurant right now eating. It looks like an office building, but ignore that. No, I'm not. I'm at Taco Bell. Perception's reality, bro. Okay? And honesty is important, which is why I'm showing you where I'm really eating. At Taco Bell. I'm feeling ultra low on Eckler. I don't blame you. But I think 19 carries is very important. He's a running back that people didn't think was going to get the work on the ground. He got 19 carries. I'm not worried about him yet. Slightly. A little bit, not much. Trade Odell for Terry. Trade Odell for Terry. Scary Terry. I take Scary Terry in a heartbeat. Don't sell David Johnson, the count servers. Get out of here, Noah. Noah, if you truly believe that man knows anything, then you need to leave. Need 10 points tonight. Full PPR, Melvin Gordon or Darius Slayton. That could go either way. I'm going to say Melvin Gordon. Hines is a 2019 Eckler, no doubt about it, says Sand Beach. I like Hines, man. And I think Sand's been saying that for a long time, just to give him a little plug. DJ looks good. He does look good. Noah, have you not been watching what I've been cranking out on DJ? Did you not see where I said going into week 1 he would have a good week 1? Like, that's my favorite. That's my favorite when people say, Smitty, you're wrong about DJ in week 1. Like, you don't watch a thing I say, do you? Because I said he would have a good week 1. I said this would be an outing where he gets a lot of value, and then you turn him. And what do I hear all week long from people like Noah? Noah, I swear, you've got to be like 85 years old. You're not a kid. You say you're young. You act like an 85-year-old grandpa. And you're complaining, always complaining. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn, Noah. Noah's resilient, though. That's why another reason why I think he's 85 years old. He's resilient. He doesn't care. Like, I yell at him all the time. It doesn't faze him. I could be like, Noah, you're nothing. You're nothing, Noah. And literally the next message, he bounces back like he didn't even hear it. He's like, hey, Smitty, what do you think about? Oh, Noah. Smitty, what do you think of? What was I saying? Drake and Edmonds situation. I like it. How much fab should I spend on Malcolm Brown? A good amount. I wouldn't put it all on him because we don't know how long he'll be there, but he's got top 15, 20 running back upside. He's got like low end running back too, but more like a really good flex type value. And if you need that to win your league, it's not a bad option. But if it's Hines, I'd probably drop everything on Hines as long as you can do first come first serve all week long after the bidding. I'm kind of one of those. I drop my whole amount of money on the guy I think could make a difference for me, and I think it might be little old Nyheim Hines. Should we go for Hines or Brown? I go Hines. LaBello, I go Hines. I do it, and I do it live, and I do it now. I traded Mark Andrews, Tyler Boyd, and CD for D. Hopkins and Hunt. Andrews, Boyd, and CD for D. Yeah, I like that. I mean, assuming it's a redraft, and if it's not, I still think it it could work out. I like Lamb a lot, but will James Conner outscore Melvin Gordon by 6.5 tonight? Maybe. Yeah, I'd drop all 100. If you have 100 out of $100 and you can pick up, free agent guys all year long. I'd maybe, if you think it can make you win the league, I'd drop 100 biscuits on him tonight. But that's me. I'm crazy. What do you think about this trade, Smitty, Kenny Golladay, and David Johnson for A-Rob Howard and Zach Moss? No, you can get way more for David Johnson. You're trading a guy. It's what I'm saying, man. It's what I'm saying, Joseph. I'm not trying to make you take a lap right now, but you're trading DJ at draft value back when you drafted him. DJ has increased a whole round or more, and that's why I sell him. And as I was going on a rant with Noah when he's like, DJ looks pretty good, we knew he would look good coming out of this game. But can you count on DJ? Everybody, let's see if we can get all 58 of us to do this at once. Close your eyes, okay? Close your eyes. And imagine, right now, imagine David Johnson playing 15 games or more. Can you picture it? I can't picture him playing 10. I could be wrong, and he could do really well in week 2. He could do really well in week 3, but yet some of you will be back here going, Smitty, David Johnson did good again in week 2. I know he can do good in week 2. He'll probably do good in week 2. He might do good in week 3. He might do good in week 4. And I'm still going to hear everybody come back and say, told you. David Johnson, it's going to be when, not if, it's going to be when, in my opinion. Predicting injuries is a risky business. If I'm wrong, guess what? I don't lose a wink of sleep because I'm not telling you to go trade David Johnson for some bum. I'm telling you to sell him high for a safer equivalent, a lateral move, a quietly awesome move that protects you into, if David Johnson is the real deal in 2020 and he's the next coming of David Johnson, then David Johnson isn't going to make you all that worried or upset if he lands, if he continues to play well. I'm asking you to go get a guy playing as good with less risk. But instead, I'm hearing, oh, Schmidt, your whole career is on the line with David Johnson. I heard that with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If Clyde Edwards-Helaire busts in week 1, Smitty, you're done. That's what a lot of people told me. You'd be surprised how many people DM me that. Like, you better be right on Clyde or you're done. Done, I say. No one's coming to see you or your show. It's probably Noah. On his burner. You're spot on, Smitty. AJ Brown is the last man standing. If you see him, yeah, AJ Brown's going to drop it like it's hot. All right, I'm out of here. Hit the thumbs up on your way out the door. Go get him tonight. Connor, 100 yards and a touchdown, 20 or 30 receiving. Melvin Gordon, 100 total yards, probably a really good shot at a touchdown. Let's see. Lindsey, I'm feeling like 50, 60 yards. Jerry Jeudy, 80 to score. Derrick Henry, 120 and 1. AJ Brown, I'm upgrading him. I just got a vision. Upgrading him, 140 and 1. 140 and 1. Big Ben, 260 and 2. 1 to Juju. Maybe 1 to Deontay in like 40, 50 yards. Why not? Maybe we'll have time. Yeah, I'll do that. And then AJ Brown. 140 and 1. 140 and 1. AJ Brown, the goods. Didn't expect OJ Howard to be Brady's clutch. He's not as clutch. Give Brady a chance. Give Eckler a chance. Go buy DJ Chark on the cheap. Go buy Mike Evans, who would have had 2 40-plus yard catches if they weren't holding his arms down and causing pass interference. He literally had over 80 or 90 yards in penalty yardage when they were grabbing his arms and pulling him down when he's trying to pull in a football. Evans would have had at least 3 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown had those 2 PI situations didn't happen. I'm out of here. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. Noah, take it easy. Scott, Roger, Jivin. Should I trade Carson for Mike Evans straight up? That's a tough one because I feel like you could maybe even get more for Carson right now, but I probably would. Where'd my IG go? My Instagram account at the Fantasy Football Show is currently frozen. I'll keep you posted on that, but you can find me at Smitty1com on IG, kind of like Smitty1.com. You can actually search in there and it'll find me if you do Smitty1.com, but Smitty1com on IG. The headliners had Clyde at 20, laughing. That's late. Clyde is not 20. Clyde's 1 or 2. What is going on? What kind of world are these people